Hello, my name is Ioannis Amarantidis. I'm working at Project Center of R&D Department at Region Jämtland Härjedalen in Sweden, together with my colleague Lee Zachrisson. And on behalf of the European mHealth Hub, we would like to welcome Professor and Principal Investigator Eva Samuelsson from Umeå University in Sweden. Thanks, Eva, for your willingness to participate in the activities of the mHealth Hub and perform today's question and answer round. At this point, I would like to call Lee to introduce just yourself, please.
Hello, my name is Lee Zachrisson. I'm a project leader of the R&D Project Center and also a communication manager. I'm very glad to be here today with Ioannis and you, Eva, of course. You have done a great job with eContinence, and we're looking forward to hear your answers today. Thank you.
Yeah, and I would like to say that the mHealth Hub project will deliver a knowledge tool on integration of mHealth solutions into health systems as a practical guide based on experiences and lessons learned directly gathered from mHealth solution providers. So please, Eva, the floor is yours to introduce yourself and tell us a few words about eContinence TED.nu. Thanks.
Thank you for the invitation. Well, as you mentioned, I am a professor in family medicine at Umeå University. And my background is that I have been working as a general practitioner for more than 30 years in this region. And I've always been very interested in urinary incontinence. And I started my research concerning this in the 90s. But in 2008, the project eContinence.se was started with the aim to develop, evaluate and implement apps and internet programs for treatment of urinary incontinence. And that is what we have done since then in the research group.
Okay, thanks. So let's go and start directly with our first question. Have you combined clinical guidelines with the development of eContinence solution?
Well, as we are all working as doctors with urinary incontinence, we are the content in the internet programs and the apps is based on clinical experience and findings from research. And during the years, the clinical guidelines have changed a lot, and we have also participated in national work regarding guidelines, for example, medical project agencies guidelines and things like that. So, and also, of course, we are familiar with other countries' national guidelines, such as NICE in Great Britain and so on.
Yeah, thanks. Let's continue. Have you received feedback from end users in the development of TED? Could you tell us some important findings?
Well, I think in the research we had made lots of deep interviews with end users, so we get information from them. And also we have the possibility for all users to use our contact mail function. So we get lots of mails from end users. And also we have questionnaires within the app, anonymous questionnaires, where we ask questions about the usability, the functions, design, and things like that. So we got quite a lot of information from them.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. Let's continue with our last question. Could you share some examples of good testing and validation methods that others can learn from?
Well, I think it's when you have an app or a program, it's a sort of you have to continuously update it, you have to change it, you have to make changes all the time, and therefore it's very important that you have a good contact with the users. And you can of course do that in many ways, but it's very positive if you can have you have connection with both professional people and with the users, so you can combine the information that you get. So I think this is a very easy way to mail and also make interviews with users and have questionnaires. I think that has been a success factor for our project.
Okay. I have finished with the questions. I can give you the floor if you want to just make a last thing to say to us and share with the Hub.
Well, I expect lots of things regarding eHealth in the future, and I hope that apps and internet program will be more used within the healthcare in many countries. But I think it's quite a lot of jobs to do before that will be real, I think.
Yeah, I can just comment that I think the situation with the COVID-19 pandemic situation pushed a little bit forward all these discussions, and hopefully we can benefit, let's say, from this situation to streamline and move forward much quicker in the.
And it's interesting that you say that, because recently there has been some publications regarding the use of eHealth within the field of urology, family medicine, because especially in that area, it has become more and more important, and maybe that is due to the COVID pandemic.
Okay, thanks for today. Thanks for answering our questions, and hopefully we can see you soon. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.